Hi everyone, I'm happy to share that finally the entire Berlin series from Orchestral Tools, the main and the optional libraries have been added in Flow and released in version 2.4.0. This new release is completely modular, meaning that you can import it into your existing Flow project or any other Cubase project with little work. In Flow, you can import any tracks that are linked to track instruments, as you can see from here. Not the rack, unfortunately, that's a limitation of Cubase. Anyway, since version 2.3.0, I started to develop Flow based on track instruments, so everything that you see here can be easily imported in your project. In this video, I'm going to guide you through the different steps that you will need to just import, for example, something from the Berlin series into a new or existing Cubase project. The first things you need to do is to make sure that your instances are coupled here in Cubase and that the project is saved like that. What does it mean? If the Cubase project is coupled like that, then it means that it also carried the information on Vienna and it will be able to also create the Vienna instance for you. Otherwise, if everything is decoupled like that, it means that you will need to manually first add the Vienna instances on your server and then import the tracks. So in this video, we are going to show the example which is much more easy, where everything is coupled. So just make sure that your Cubase project is coupled and it's saved. Okay, so let's start with a fresh project. So an empty Vienna Ensemble Pro server and an empty Cubase project. So what you need to do is just go to File, Import, Tracks from Projects, and you select the project. In that case, I'm taking the 2.4.0. It's not taking 15 minutes to load, but it's just a few seconds. So after that it has loaded, you will see that there is a list of tracks that you can import. And in that case, we are going to import the Berlin Brass, which has the code OBBR. So just type in here OBBR and select all those tracks. Unfortunately, in Cubase, there is no way to select all these at the same time, because at least I didn't find one. The select matching doesn't work. And just absolutely very important, make sure that you also select the track instrument here, because this is what will create the Vienna instrument. Okay, so you do all that. Then let's suppose that I also want to add Berlin strings. Voilà, that's it. So I will also add the entire Berlin strings. And why not some of the optional one, like the SFX is here it is. And absolutely important, like now, again, select the track instrument. All right. So in the end, what we have done is that we have selected the two track instruments that will be created in Cubase and that will create the two Vienna instances. And we have selected a bunch of tracks that we know are managed inside that instance. Finally, very important, if it's an empty project, remember to also import all the group tracks and the SFX. So here, the FX channel with the reverb. If it's a project that already has those group tracks, you don't need to import. Actually, you don't have to import, otherwise they will be created twice. But like in that case, it's an empty one, I'm going to do it. So, very simple. Now, when you click OK, you will see the track will come in Cubase and the Vienna instances will be created in Vienna. Here it comes, the first one, the second one. You can see that everything, the colors and everything, also all the automation mapping, everything is loaded. On the other side here, you have all the projects, all the tracks that have been created, and everything is ready to work. So, for example, let's put in let's go here, the Berlin brass, whatever, and let's select one track. So this one, trumpet 3 for Kontakt. Let's click there. It will be loaded. Yeah, it's currently loading. Here it is. And now, if you play, you can hear everything. Sorry, there is no sound because I didn't set up the sound, but everything is working. So the only things that you will need to do then, it's importing the expression maps manually. It's a pity. Actually, when you export things from an existing Cubase project, expression map are not exported with it. So in that case, you will need to manually do that, and to do that, you have to do again in the expression map setup. You will go in the load, and you will load the expression map. All of them are included in your package, and you will need to set them manually, each of them. After that, everything is done, and you have successfully imported your project. Let's continue now, say, with the second use case, where, for example, you already have that, and you want to still import more. And then again, I do import tracks from archive. I select the project. Yeah, again, it will not take 16 minutes, but it's more like 20 seconds of the import. And this time we are going to add another library which was released on the version 2.3.0. For example, one from Cinematic Studio. Here it comes. So here I write the code of the library, Cinematic Studio Brass, for example. I do select all of them. This time I will not select the groups because they are already in the project. I do import. As you can see, the instance is created in Vienna Ensemble Pro. It's there, and everything works. Everything is mapped. All the MIDI sends are there. The only things, again, it will be the expression map that you will need to add. All right. So that I hope this helps. So you know how to do it, and in the future, any other release will always be include those type of instrument tracks, so you will be able to import easily in your project and not just restarting from every time there is a new version. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.